Hey guys, welcome back to All Things Diabetes with Dr. Nana. So if you've been watching my videos, you probably have heard me mention the word inflammation before. So today that is what I'm going to shed light on. So stay tuned. So what is inflammation? Inflammation is what you experience after an injury or workout. The effect of inflammation is that redness, is that pain, is that swelling, soreness in that affected area. Inflammation by itself is actually good. When we have a cut, our body actually releases immune cells to that infected area, and that also produces chemicals to help protect us. So in a way, inflammation actually is our body's defense mechanism. It actually plays a role in the healing process as well. So it's actually really good for us. Acute inflammation is good for us. It helps new cells actually grow in that affected area to help protect us. What becomes the problem if it turns into chronic inflammation? Think of chronic inflammation as fire burning in your body. Yes, so just a lot of fire burning in your body. So that is what chronic inflammation means. It's that consistent inflammation. It never rests. It keeps going on and on and on. And it lasts for a long time. It lasts for a prolonged time. So chronic inflammation is what we need to be worried about. When it comes to diabetes, inflammation plays a role in it, especially when it comes to development of type 2 diabetes, and also it worsens the diabetes complications as well. All this usually happens internally, so we are not able to see it. So that is what becomes a problem. So as humans, we all have a lining in our gut, and that lining actually allows useful nutrients to pass through it. That lining can get disrupted by certain foods that we eat, medications, external toxins, things of that nature. So when that lining get compromised or when it get disrupted, it start giving us problems. You start having accumulation of, over time, you start having accumulation of fat around our belly area, also around other organs as well. So that accumulation of fat actually is what causes most of the problem, is what causes inflammation, and that inflammation also leads to something called insulin resistance, which is basically your body being less sensitive to the insulin that is producing. So inflammation by itself, it can cause, it is a stressor to our body because it can lead to so many dangerous things, and it causes or interferes with our lives as well. Chronic inflammation create or causes symptoms that interferes with our lives, such as chronic health issues such as diabetes. It causes hormonal imbalance. It causes acne. It's what causes fatigue, mood disorders, skin issues. It causes so many things. So that is what we need to be more concerned about. So the question becomes, what actually causes all these inflammations? So I actually wrote it down so I would not miss any of it. So it's the blood sugar imbalance, it's poor sleep, it's food allergies or sensitivities, it's nutrient depletion, it's lack of movement, high stress, refined foods, processed food, environmental toxins, excess weight, excess alcohol consumptions, autoimmunity, infections as well. So it's just too many. So the question becomes, what can we do, or how can we get rid of all these? In all honesty, we really cannot completely shut down inflammation because, as mentioned, acute inflammation is needed for our body. So we have to think about the things that we can do to minimize what actually triggers systemic inflammation. What are some of the things that we can do to reduce things that actually trigger the things that are going on in our body that causes inflammation? So that is what I'm going to talk about next week. So I hope you can stop by and watch that video on some of the things that we all can do to help reduce chronic inflammation. So again, you're watching All Things Diabetes with Dr. Nana, and I hope this was valuable for you as well. I'll see you next time.